Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes. Now.
Ready.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Well, this, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. The Texans at 4-11 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
First down, Mills. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. On play action, Mills. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Etienne to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get that underneath Etienne. Finding space at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Handoff running left is Etienne. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action now. Mills going for Metcalf on the deep ball. They've got his man complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I bet that won't be the last time we see him take a deep shot in this game.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Play fake, Mills. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Ready, set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Open man is Davidson, the tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That coach is always on the quarterback, reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. That's not what he did after the catch.
Yeah, get your tight end, let him get some work.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Another tote for Etienne. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for 1st and goal.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Once more, Etienne. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd.
Goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either call pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley, a 9-yard touchdown grab. Extra point try now for Patterson. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Jaguars 14, Texans nothing.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mills to throw it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Odell Beckham, 69 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And And that one makes it 14-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, Gunther. Hey,
Here's Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Lawrence on first down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Hey, exit. Hey, go. Hey, right 7.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. One touchdown in this first half. Second one tonight.
Spaces there. I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Hey, hey, Roy. Hey, you.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. And able to find Kirk, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A give to ETN running right. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Passing game's been working quite well so far. The running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw, you open up lanes for the rush.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Lawrence will throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover. They're in the end zone.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Patterson's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. Final play of the half, Mills. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Etienne once more. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33. That was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard, need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
First down, Mills. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mills. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, Mills. He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Skirts by him at the 35. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Etienne going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got through, but could not get the ball over the chalk. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mills now.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
They'll send Beckham in motion right.
On 3rd down, here's Mills.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mills. And this throw will be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. Six, bullet high. Stopper. Recall, 132 fighter. Kill.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball, and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 41. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The slot man in motion right.
Play action now. Mills.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. DK Metcalf, 58 yards. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And just know when that play call came in, your eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot down the field, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game. As if they pick up the first, and the clock keeps running.
It's been a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Pierce now up the middle. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Off the play fake, Mills. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Texans have burned the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Toss left side for Pierce. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Second down at 7.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They go again with Pierce. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A run for Pierce out of the gun.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Dameon Pierce,
A 9-yard touchdown run.
and the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Straight ahead, Etienne. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the 4th quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for the Jaguars,
they get a critical 10th win on the year with 1 game left to go.
Defense.